Ready to explore your organization's past performance and plan for its future? Stories enable you to explore and visualize your data, providing valuable context to support your business decisions. Stories are containers that hold all the visualizations you might need for a specific business case. You can use a template to get some suggestions on how to lay out your content, or you can jump straight in by adding your first page. You can use Canvas pages for free-form designs that are intended for desktop display, or responsive pages for flexible layouts that use lanes which resize automatically on different devices. Inside the story, you can also import pages from other stories. Next, you can add data to your story by importing it from a file, connecting directly to a data source, or connecting to an existing dataset or model. It's a good idea to save your story early and often. To visualize your data, you can choose from a variety of widget types to add to your page. You can then position and size those widgets as required. Once you're happy with the layout, you can map the widget to the appropriate measures and dimensions from your data source. After you've added data to your widget, you can customize it in various ways depending on the widget type. For charts, for example, you can filter values, apply sorting, apply ranking, drill up and down to different levels and hierarchies, change the chart type, change the chart orientation, and configure chart add-ons such as linked analysis, conditional formatting thresholds, trellises, hyperlinks, reference lines, tooltips, and variances that show the difference between versions or time periods. All the changes you apply to your chart are summarized here for review and management. You can display the same information from your charts in tables, which form the foundation for planning activities. From here, you can choose the measures and dimensions to display in rows and columns. You can then drill up and down within the hierarchies. You can also make your tables function more like Excel spreadsheets by enabling the grid and headers. Geomaps are also available to display various types of geographical data. You can start by choosing a base map to act as the framework over which your data is layered. For each layer, you can select a map layer type such as bubble or heat map, and specify the dimension that contains your geographical data. You can then customize the data points in various ways depending on the layer type. For this bubble layer, for example, you can adjust the color or size of the data points based on other measures and dimensions. You can focus on specific values in the map by drawing around the relevant data points. To filter values for more than one widget on a page, you can add input controls, which enable you to define which dimensions or measures to filter on. As you configure the input control, you can specify which members will be available for users to choose from. When you choose the members you want to include or exclude and apply your changes, all the widgets on the page that are based on the same data source update to reflect your selection. To filter values for every page in a story, you can apply story filters, defining the relevant dimension members or measure values from a central location. You can also take advantage of special tools such as linking dimensions, scaling values across multiple charts, or creating formulas and calculations. Customize your pages with other elements, such as text, containers, and images or shapes. And customize how your pages and widgets look by changing settings on the Styling tab of the right side panel. Creating and applying themes, or editing the underlying CSS directly. Once you're done, you can save your changes so that you can revisit your data and share it with others. You can see how other users will experience the story by switching to View mode. This is just some of what you can do with stories for analytics and planning, and many of these features are covered in more detail in other videos. For more information on how you can tell the story of your data, check out the links in the description and try it for yourself today.